Hi guys. So yeah, I thought I would do a quick video with Ashley, a quick walk around at our Vineyard road project. It's pretty much already complete. Oops, sorry, the lights have gone off. It's pretty much complete, but we thought we'd just do a quick walk around to see if there's any questions that we could answer. I think Ashley's just going to fire off some questions every now and then while we walk around. So let's go.
Perfect.
Room one. Oops, lights again. So yeah, this is actually one of the things. So we the privacy film. We've got that on Amazon. It's only like £3 or something. This is what it looks like, and obviously that's without it on. What do you guys think? So the idea is really to put that on the ground floor and then just use that and curtains. That should give the tenants some privacy while allowing them to have a lot of natural light. I think it's fine. I mean, the design we got was the 3D. One's 3D, and there's some nice colour coming through, and I think that might actually add quite a bit to the white walls and the white furniture. So if you're, for example, if you're sitting there and you're looking at the window, you can see a bit more colour coming through.
Yeah.
And that might make the place feel a bit warmer and just a bit more interesting than anything. And we can always change it. It's easy to peel off anyway, which sort of those are the sort of risk-free decisions I like to make. And if there's any issues, we can just change it then. Room one. Everything's pretty much ready to go, really.
Yeah.
I actually just took some viewings here.
Just a quick one too before you go. What was sort of the driving decision behind going with the privacy film versus sort of traditional blinds or net curtains?
So the net curtains was they were too fiddly, they were too time consuming to do. So firstly, you have to make sure that there are hooks already in place, and if there aren't, then we would have to put hooks in them. Then we have to buy the wires, net curtain wires, chop them up and put the screws on the end, and then obviously put them in. I mean, it sounds like a lot harder than it is. It's actually pretty straightforward, but when you've got to do that in a process for 6 rooms, it does eat up a lot of your time. And then you've got to buy the net curtains, measure them up, chop them up, and put them in. It was just there was just too many things to do. Although if you're doing one and you're doing it for your house, it doesn't seem like there's a lot to do. But when there's 6, and then you have 6 per property, and you're doing a few properties, it adds up. So I figured, privacy film, give that a try, see how that goes. And the reason I don't use blinds, I generally don't like them. They're double the price of curtain poles and curtains. They're a bit faster to do in the sense that you can just ask the blinds company to come measure up and install them. But I think they're also double the price as well, and they're a bit fiddly. So for example, something breaks, you have to find the right one and replace it.
Yeah.
And blackout blinds, in my experience, are never black out. When you turn them, you can see light coming through. Well, it's these in the middle of the night. That would be pitch black. So that's mine, and it looks warmer as well. Probably not blue, but the grey one will look warmer.
Cheers. Thank you too.
Okay. Bathroom, fine. Notice board. Got to send James around to fill up with the certificates for compliance. Kitchen. The panel's going to be done. We put the thumb lock on for compliance. Pretty straightforward, really. It's just dressing. One thing I was a bit gutted about was not having some sort of communal dining space. So I'm going to try and work out how to put it in. Not quite sure how, but it would be nice to put it in. So
Another quick question too before we leave the kitchen. In terms of cupboard space, we know we've got sort of the amenity standards for cupboard space, but how would you normally sort of divide up the cupboards within a communal kitchen?
So in what sense? I mean, so we'd have top and bottom per person, and then if there's 6 people, we'd have 6 in total. Is that what you mean? Oh, and then you mean what we've done is number each cupboard so that tenants know well, it's more organised really, so that each tenant knows what their storage option is. I think this one, it's just like that. So inside, there's some stickers, nice and discreet, but everybody knows where their storage is, so there's no, you know, he took my storage, or she took extra storage, or she's been greedy, or been unreasonable. If this is yours, that's it. Nobody else's. If you want to lock it, that's fine. But you know that's yours. The reason it's inside is because we don't want to make it look like a prison, but we still want it organised and well run. If you have it outside, it starts to feel like it's theirs and us. You know, it's them and us situation. So we'll keep it inside. Also easier to clean because obviously outside you spray it, after a while it'll peel off. There's less need to clean on the inside. I think was that?
Yeah, no, perfect. Thank you.
Ensuite, bathroom. I think we're just going to, well, that's pretty much it really. Easy to clean. We just got to put a mirror up there. I think there was some issue with the mixer. I think the person who installed it put it the wrong way around, came back to fix that. And then we need to put, I think we need to drain the heating system, but it's just making a bit of noise. When you do a renovation, or if a heating system has been left off for a while, you'll get air trapped in and all sort of crap. But basically it's just good to get it cleared out and get it started again. Otherwise, it will just make a lot of racket.
Perfect. No, one more quick question from me too. So I've seen that there's 2 hooks on the back of the bathroom door there, and I know it might seem sort of obvious to a lot of people, but for people that probably don't understand, why have we got those 2 hooks on the back of the bathroom there?
So the reason being is we don't want people, so people come in fully dressed, obviously you come in from the community area, come fully dressed, you go in, you get changed. Now, if you've got one hook, there'll be too much weight on one hook, and these doors aren't the strongest. So we're just really dividing or splitting up the weight or the pressure onto the door. Otherwise, this will fall off eventually. I mean, there's 6 people with a lot of stuff. The other reason is you don't want people just to you just want them to have more hooks to use, because you don't want to put the towel and your clothes on the same hook. Ideally, you want them separated. I know I would, for example. I mean, it's just little tricks like that, which is really functional. And in terms of a tenant living experience, from a landlord's point of view, we probably wouldn't realise it, but from a tenant's point of experience, from a tenant's perspective, little things like that really do make a difference.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Again, same as the bathroom in there. So storage area, always good to have. So when you are designing your HMO, generally speaking, there's always going to be understairs storage anyway. But it's good to know where the vacuum cleaner and the ironing board will be stored. Sounds obvious, but they do need to be stored somewhere. Mostly because other tenants will need to use it, and the cleaner will need to use it as well. Alright, so let's quickly go through the bedrooms. Nice white walls, so any issues, if it scrapes, anything like that, lick of paint over it, done, sorted. Correct room. Okay, pretty straightforward. We'll just do a quick tour of it, and if there's any issues, if there's any questions, then I'm sure Ashley.
Perfect. Thank you.
Room 5. So room 5 is kind of the nice feature room. Annoyingly, it's room 5 out of the, so it'll be like the 5th room that you come and see, which from a tenant's perspective, if you're taking the viewing, isn't great. You kind of want to see the first room, make a good impression, and the last room you want to dress to leave a good lasting impression. So it's the first 2 rooms, but this is a really nice space, and I thought it might be worth just using this as the feature room, and hopefully it'll stay in the memory. Yep. final room. I think this is the biggest room. Yeah, nice decent room. Feels a bit dark in here with the storage. Maybe we'll put a lamp in here. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that's been helpful, and then I'll see you guys at the next one. See ya.